It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Monday, the 20th of November. I'm Michael Groff. Glorious weather for the week ahead. Chamber of Commerce kind of stuff. Temperatures pretty close to seasonal averages each day with dry conditions to continue. Now, by the time we get toward this weekend, we will see a cooling trend coming in, the coolest weather we've had so far this season. But again, no real chance of any precipitation, at least not here in Phoenix. So Thanksgiving and the holiday weekend looking fantastic. But is there a sign that the weather pattern will change once more? Well, we'll talk about that and everything else as we dive in here. First, the almanac from yesterday, 75 degrees the afternoon high. That's exactly where we ought to be for this time of year. 58 the morning low, a little above average. And we have 23/100ths of an inch of rain in the bucket officially at Sky Harbor for the month of November, thanks to the rain we had on Saturday as well as Thursday. All right, looking outside right now, here at 8:30 a.m., we've got clear sky. We've got 57 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew point at 34, humidity 41%. The winds are light. The barometer is rising. The upper air weather pattern across the nation shows that trough that came through here brought the unsettled weather the last couple of days. That's moved off to the east. In its wake, dry northerly flow here. And as a result, high pressure building in behind it, so temperatures will be pretty close to normal for today. Now, with that trough moving out to the plain states out ahead of it, there's the chance of some strong and severe storms. We haven't really talked about severe weather because there really hasn't been much to talk about for the last several weeks, maybe since late September, actually. So we'll get to that in just a moment. The watch warning map, we've got pockets of wind advisories, even some high wind warnings. Notably for us, just to the west of Arizona, across Southern California, up into the Mojave Desert. And if you're heading west on I-8 or I-10 into Southern California, heading up toward Las Vegas on the 93, going up the 15 there, whatever the case, there could be some wind to contend with. Some breezes here for Phoenix, but nothing overly concerning, similar to what we saw yesterday, and that's going to be about it. All right, the convective outlook for today. Now, we haven't had this in a while. The enhanced risk of severe storms, level 3 out of 5, from around Shreveport to Monroe, Louisiana, Vicksburg, Mississippi, Jackson, and then further east into parts of Alabama, the standard slight risk. In fact, many of the adjacent states there over the deep south in at least that slight risk. And yes, all modes of severe weather possible, especially in that enhanced risk. We could even see a few significant tornadoes in that enhanced zone. So we will have to watch that for today, and that'll shift east tonight and tomorrow as that trough continues to advance. Again, we haven't had severe weather in a while, so if you know anybody that lives down there in the deep south, just let them know. Stay on your toes, especially later this afternoon and tonight. Things could get kind of rough in some areas. Here's the precipitation outlook. This is valid through Monday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, nothing. Statewide, yes, a light shower or two possible in the eastern part of the state this weekend. We've got a trough little cold front that may push through, but there's just not any real moisture associated with that. We'll talk about what's going on with our weather pattern in more detail. To do that, let's check those models. Here we go. This is the GFS. It is the 06Z run. This is valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. There's our trough going off to the east and bringing those storms to parts of the deep south and the Gulf Coast. But what it means for us down at the surface with that ridge building in today is, sunny sky. Postcard kind of weather. High temperatures, low to mid 70s, dry conditions. Just a gorgeous day. Tonight, clear sky, of course, with the dry air. Will cool off nicely. It is mid to late November, after all. Lows down in the mid 40s in the cool spots, low 50s for the urban core. Tomorrow, pretty much a carbon copy of today, although will be a little bit warmer. Highs mid to upper 70s. The warmest desert spots could touch 80. And again, sunny sky. Wednesday, highs mid-70s, mostly sunny sky to continue. Now on Thursday, this is Thanksgiving Day. And for us, again, just looks great. Partly cloudy sky. We've got a trough and a cold front well to the north of us. And some rain, some snow for parts of Idaho, Montana, Wyoming. But nothing here. Again, a few clouds. But if you have any outdoor activities planned, maybe you're going to have your Thanksgiving lunch, brunch, dinner, whatever, outdoors. Go right on ahead. The weather is not going to slow you down. Highs should top out in the lower, possibly middle 70s. And just Just simply a perfect day. What else can you ask for? We're going to be the envy of much of the country, as we often are this time of the year. As we go to Friday, that trough and associated front's going to get closer to us. We'll see an increase in some breezes over northern Arizona. Some rain, some snow for the Rockies, back toward the Wasatch Front, but we stay dry. And high temperatures, upper 60s, low 70s, continue dry. On Saturday, the front traverses the region. We might see a little light snow over the Texas Panhandle, northern New Mexico, perhaps into eastern Arizona, some rain, high elevation snow. But any precipitation stays to the east of us. This is an overland trajectory kind of system. It's not going to have any real Pacific moisture, certainly not going to pick up any subtropical moisture. So we get a few clouds, maybe in the morning, but that's going to be about it as this moves on through. High temperatures for both Saturday and Sunday here in Phoenix, anywhere from about 65 to 70. So the coolest weather we've had so far this season. And overnight lows this weekend could get kind of chilly too. Many of us will be down in the 40s. I think widespread 40s for us. And those high desert areas could even dip into the upper 30s. But no freezing temperatures, nothing to worry about as far as your plants go. That's probably still in several weeks off. But just to note, it's going to feel a little bit more like fall out there this weekend. But again, no precipitation for us here in Phoenix. At least that's how it looks right now. So any outdoor activities you have for the holiday weekend, everything looks great. Here's a week from today. This is Monday the 27th. Big trough off to the east across central Canada, the Plain States. And we are left in the wake of a dry northwesterly flow. So temperatures right around or just a shade below seasonal averages to close out the month, and then going out 10 days. Wednesday the 29th, troughing for the east, ridging out here across the west. Dry northwesterly flow, and that looks dry with seasonal temperatures. Rainfall for Phoenix off the European ensemble as we go out through the 5th of December. And that looks great. I mean, for the most part, rainfall around here anywhere from about, right around a third or just over a third of an inch. But many of the members, there are several members anyway, that show nothing at all. And we do have a kind of a split camp in our model guidance. Some show more unsettled weather coming in here by about 8, 9, 10 days. Others show nothing at all. And that's been kind of the split we've had with these models for a while. So we will see if we can actually get some precipitation at some point here. We desperately do need more rain. That what we had over the weekend was nothing. Certainly not going to break a drought, and we could use some good soakers, and maybe we'll start to see that as we move deeper into December. Temperatures off the national blend of models, more or less seasonal. Highs most days in the 70s, maybe upper 60s on a day or two. Overnight lows 50s, eventually maybe even dipping down into the 40s. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. Should you happen to enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. If you really like what we do here, click that little thanks icon below the video here on YouTube, and you can make a monetary contribution to us. And that, of course, helps to keep these videos going. The executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation, and the proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona, learning Tagalog as we speak, talking about my Michelle. So go ahead and check her out. Oh yeah, she's posting new blogs too. So check out that website, sweetchildaz.com. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. All of your continued support, it is immensely appreciated. Please be safe out there and have yourselves a beautiful Monday.